along in El Reno. We're going about 80 miles an hour. Then Bettis says to me, or over the radio comes, KP, you have to go faster. You have to go as fast as you possibly can. So we're driving along. I'm in the lead vehicle. The experience for me was if someone had just turned on a gigantic vacuum cleaner. So this is a full-blown Suburban. So my vehicle went up in the air, I figure about 3 or 4 feet. And then I came down, crashed, boom, and went over towards the center divider. The engine is still running, my hands are still on the steering wheel. I'm moving straight ahead, and the effect for me was if someone had turned on a vacuum cleaner and just literally just sucked the vehicle off, and I ended up going down into a ditch. So I'm sitting there, all the glass, every piece of glass in my truck was blown out. The only thing that was left was the windshield, and I have an EF5 tornado rolling through my vehicle, and I'm sitting in the seat where you are right now. Pretty wild. Pretty wild. In the last recollection, so I'm looking out over my shoulder after all my glass had blown out. Mike Bettis and the Bettis Mobile was behind me, and the last thing I remember is looking over my left shoulder, and I saw Bettis's truck go like this, go up in the air like a plane taking off, bank to the left, and completely disappear. That was it. We had no idea if they were dead or alive.
How long did it take to find out?
Maybe 5 minutes. So the tornado was really rip-roaring through there. And then I got out of my vehicle. The Bettis Mobile was up on the highway, and I could see them. We were all in visual communication with one another, and JK gets on the radio, roll call. And I responded, KP's okay. And we got out to go over. We had no idea where the Bettis Mobile wasn't there. It was just completely gone. We had no idea if they were dead or alive, or even where the truck was.
What was going through your head before you found out?
A lot of people talk about when you're faced with something like this of seeing your life flash before you. For me, it wasn't that. I was somewhat angry in a way. And so my thoughts is that I could handle, I was worried about a 2x4 going through my head. And I figure as long as I could remain conscious, whether I was injured, broken legs, bleeding, whatever, as long as I had control up here, I'd be able to deal with any situation. So I was doing everything I could. Number one was to protect my head. Number two was to protect my chest and just go and be as small as I could in that seat.
So after you're in the ditch, you don't know where Bettis is. It took you about 5 minutes to find out?
About 5 minutes. So the tornado had passed by us. Things had started to come down. Call comes on the radio, JK, roll check. I responded. So I knew that the people in the Blue Mobile are okay. They knew that I was okay, but we didn't know about Bettis. And then as I started walking from where my truck was down in the ditch up onto and across the highway, our cameraman, Brad Reynolds, just came up from behind me and just gave me in a huge bear hug. And it was only then that I know that he wasn't dead. And we're just, wow. And he says, look over there. And then way out in the field off the highway, here's the Bettis Mobile, right side up, all crumpled up, and they're all walking around. They're all walking around. So you just don't know.
And you still want to chase storms?
Absolutely. Well, here we are again. 2014 out here again.
Can you tell me your name again?
Kevin Parrish, Parrish, Kevin Parrish. And it's not, and what went on in El Reno and other expeditions, this is not about, let's go get it. That's not about this at all. When you get out there and you're doing this, and we had an occasion, we also drove right into Joplin. I'm the lead vehicle, so I'm the navigator and logistics and so forth. So I'm the first truck. Bettis is behind me, so if there's any danger or whatever, then we're on radio and I report back. Everybody stop, there's trees down, there's wires down, whatever it may be. The return on all of this is that when you have someone that comes up to you, and we had this in Joplin, and even 1 year after, people that you've never met, never seen before, I don't know them, they don't know me. And I'm reminded of a little story when a father came up in Joplin, 1 year anniversary, with his 2 young daughters. And this man walks up to me, and he just embraces me, and he's in a pat on the shoulder, and he says, man, I want to thank you for what it is that you do. Well, thank you, sir. He says, no, you don't understand. I said, well, what do you mean? And he says, you saved my life and my 2 little girls because we were watching your live video on the Weather Channel. And the tornado sirens in our neighborhood in Joplin didn't go off. There was a malfunction. So you think that's just one occasion. You figure, well, what keeps you going out there the next time? Yes, it's a job, but it's more than a job. It's become something that's very personal and you're passionate about it. So that's the motivation to keep going. And learn from your lesson and to do what you can to spread the word to protect people.